Okay, so the first question I got when I decided to do this was, why? Why try to do hunting videos? First reason is that I see the wrong in the TV shows that are on the big networks. Those guys are not like me, and I watch them, and I believe some of the stuff they do is really good, and I wish I had 500 acres to do the things that they do, but I don't. So I wanted to get the misinformation that's out there to new guys that are trying to hunt, younger kids that are trying to get into it, that think they have to shoot a 150-inch deer on a 400-acre farm to be a successful deer hunter. And that just isn't the case. That's not the case at all. I did it for a fun new challenge for me. I see people set goals, you know, hey, I'm going to set a goal, I'm shooting a 135-inch deer this year, or I'm not filling my tag. I think that that's wrong. I want a new challenge in hunting, but it's not about what size of a deer that I'm going to shoot. Okay? My challenge is to put some hunting videos out there, and believe me, it's a challenge. It was extremely difficult, very hard. I'm just an average guy trying to do this and show how hard it is with the camera and without. And you'll see, I've had some hunts this year where it was just too much. You know, the camera arm, the camera, all the packing in, everything that I was doing day after day after day. There were times when I went, you know what, I'm going way back deep in to get this done, and I'm not bringing that camera. And wouldn't you know it, I shot some deer. So, and I'll go into them later. They're later in the year. Right now we're talking about the 1st of October, October 1st. I had, in the area that I was hunting on October 1st, we had one good picture of a deer. Big 10-point, nice deer. He was coming off private land. Actually, the picture we got from him was about 50 yards from the private land. We never saw that deer. Never seen him. But I had a bunch of pictures of 2.5-year-olds and 3.5-year-olds. So on October 1st, when the opportunity presented itself, one, my trigger was a little itchy, my trigger finger. So I took a 6-point. It's a real nice 6-point. And we'll go there now. Start. Turned around in the morning. Okay, so after the shot, like I said before, I didn't decide to do these videos until there was about a month left in the season. I was just getting footage of deer and you know, doing stuff to go back and look at it. I thought it'd be neat to do. So, that being said, I have no footage of us tracking this deer. I have no footage of us getting the deer out of the woods. I have a couple still pics that I'll put up so you can see the 6-point that I shot. But I'll tell you this, that deer came behind me. I wasn't expecting him to do that because the bedding area, which is about a 2-acre, on the edge of a field, there's about a 2-acre deal that's so thick that you can't hardly walk through it. You ain't hunting in there, I can tell you that right now. Anyway, I was expecting the deer to come down from the oaks and go into that thicket to bed down. Now, normally you would think they come from the fields in the morning and back into bedding. This place is a little different than that, and it took me, I don't know, about a month to figure it out when I found this area, that the deer bed up in the oaks at night, eat the oaks, and then they come back to these little thickets that are on the edge of the field. Now, yes, some of them are out in the fields and stuff, and they go in there, but you can't hunt them. It's very difficult. You have to be in that bedding area, which is so thick. So I just get on the edges of it, and I literally was 75 yards from it. So, but that's why that deer came from behind me, and I wasn't expecting it. You know, I had the camera arm on my right, thinking the deer were going to come from here, and he came from there. So it's very hard for me to get the camera arm around, get turned around, make sure he's in the frame, and get a shot at him. But looking back at it, I believe what that deer was doing was skirting that thicket to scent and see which deer are in there. And then that way he knew if he was going to go in there, or if, you know, King Louie's in there, or I'm staying away from him because he's mean. So, you know, needless to say, he came from behind me. All the other deer that I've seen are always going in there. Well, this deer was a little different. So when he got to me, yeah, he snuck up on me a little bit. It was a little windy, a little rainy, you know, didn't hear him coming, just happened to glance, and he was 20 yards from me. So I think he was skirting that area, seeing what's in there. I don't know. I'm not a deer. I don't know what deer think. Well, that's just kind of what I pieced together. I'm going to show you a lot more hunts of the 2020 season. And myself trying to make hunting videos. I'm learning on the fly how to edit, which I never even thought of before. It's difficult, believe me. It's taken me a while just to put this little thing together. So it's extremely, extremely hard. Anyway, there's going to be more to come. Oh, one of the things I learned is that when you do something like this, you always got to show deer that you shot. I don't know why. It makes people believe you're a good hunter or something. I don't believe that at all. I was very fortunate to get these deer. Not because I'm any better than anybody else. I can tell you right now, I know 25 guys that are better at deer hunting than I am. I'm from the state of Michigan. We hunt state land, and believe me, them guys know how to get after it and get it done. I do go to Missouri. We'll go down there later. I've been going down there for a while. I don't care what anybody says. Hunting in Missouri is easier than hunting in Michigan. It just is. The deer down there come out to the fields. You can decoy deer down there, which I do. I put a decoy out one time in the state of Michigan, and I don't think that deer stopped running yet, and that was 10, 15 years ago. That deer's still running. So, needless to say, this will be episode 1, I guess, of Get After It Hunting. Please like it, subscribe it, and watch me go through the trials of putting together hunting shows and getting footage, and I think that this is just starting. I'm going to continue. I really liked it. I enjoyed it. It was very hard, but I enjoyed it. I had a great time with it, and I want to show it to you. So, thanks for watching.